18 degrees right now in suburban Philadelphia. 18 degrees. A wind chill makes it feel like 4. Going down to -1 tonight, supposedly, with wind chills down in the -20s. And right now in Vegas at what? 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 51 and it's going to a high of 72. What is wrong with this picture today? So that's my wine today. Listen, you know the deal, guys. It's Saturday, which means each and every Saturday throughout the past 4.5 years, you've got a money-saving discount coupon code that could potentially save you hundreds of dollars off your total purchase price. And today is no different. That coupon code is 23%, which means you save 23% off your total purchase price simply by using coupon code 23%, 23PERCENT. It's a mix and match coupon, which means it's good for any combination of handicappers picks and or packages. And the only stipulation is it's a one-time usage coupon, which means you've got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time to maximize your savings. Can't come in and get one guy's big play and 3 hours later get another. Everything in your shopping cart at one time to maximize the savings. And again, that coupon code is 23%, 23PERCENT. And if you happen to be involved in any long-term packages with any of the handicappers here, you want to extend it out further, you'll take the 23% off the purchase price. And if you have any instant rebates, those are applicable as well. You can always contact customer service to get all the details. Listen, I'd say the biggest play today is probably Matt Rivers, his blank check, waive the rating play, one that matches the biggest of his career in college basketball. It is on the Sun Belt game between Arkansas Little Rock and UL Lafayette. His last blank check play was another obscure conference back in the Mid-American back on January 23rd, Northern Illinois, an even favorite at home at Pick'em against Toledo, and they won that game easily by 9. You get it as a half-price play of the day by using coupon code BLANK, BLANK. All your other discounts, coupons, etc. over on the homepage. Let's get to your complimentary plays here. I'm going to go first with Ohio State, minus the 12 at Rutgers, because what has Rutgers shown you they can do this year? Other than lose? Absolutely nothing. This is a team that has lost 26 consecutive games in Big Ten conference play. I think 0-11 this year. And you've got a Rutgers scoring defense. Well, they don't play any defense. They're like ranked 323 in the nation, giving up 80 points a game. You've got an Ohio State team that has an RPI of 79. You got a Rutgers team who has an RPI of 253. That right there should tell you why there's a 12-point margin here with the road team favored. The other fact is that Ohio State won easily 94-68 when they hosted them, the Knights, in Columbus. Knights of Columbus. Interesting. We'll play on words. Anyway, back on January 13th. But listen, that game was not the blowout that you would think it was based on the final score, because actually Ohio State was down by 8 points with about 5 minutes to go in the first half, and they actually trailed by 2 at halftime. They are not going to take Rutgers lightly here. And the one thing I can say about the Buckeyes is they lose to the teams they should lose to. They beat the teams they should beat. And that's the bottom line. You got a Rutgers team, again, that has allowed at least 87 points in 8 of the past 9 games. Buckeyes coming off a 71-63 win against Northwestern a couple of days ago, a game they also had to rally from a deficit down 9 points in the second half to snap a 2-game losing streak after losing previous games by 5 at home to Maryland and at Wisconsin. Ohio State's one of those teams, because of the high RPI, because they play in the Big Ten Conference, it's right there on a bubble. 15 wins on the season. This is a gimme win. They've got some big games against Iowa and Indiana. I think a rematch with Maryland coming up. They've got to take advantage of this spot, and I say they do so, and they roll comfortably here as the 12-point road chalk. Your next complimentary play, I am going to go, let me just check here and see which one's next in alphabetical order. I'm going to take UAB. Anywhere from Pick'em to a 1-point underdog today against LA Tech. Now, UAB has won 18 of its past 19 games. It's in a tough spot here, however. The Blazers are coming off an 88-77 double overtime win less than 40 hours ago when this game tips off at Southern Mississippi on Thursday. 5 guys played at least 29 minutes in that game. The good news for the Blazers is they have a very deep team. They go 8 or 9 in terms of their playing rotation. This is a team that leads the conference with an 11-1 record. They're 4-1 on the road in conference play. They're 21-4 on the season. Now, LA Tech has played well here of late. And Tech is 18-6 on the season. They're 6-1 at home in conference play. They're 13-1 at home overall this season. They're coming off a 73-63 home win against Middle Tennessee State on Thursday night. But, and you knew there had to be a but, the thing that concerns me is how can you get that enthused about the Bulldogs. That's LA Tech. When this team went on the road last weekend and lost at North Texas, and the Mean Green, one of the worst teams in basketball, lost that game 80 to 68 as a 5.5 point road favorite. You got a UAB team that not only puts plenty of points on the board, but the Blazers are also very strong defensively. They hold opponents to just 40% shooting from the field. That's number 42 in the country. They average 79.2 points a game. They're number 43 in scoring among the 350-some teams in Division 1A ball, and they've won 7 of their last 8 on the road. They also are a team that will force the opponent to shoot from outside because they average a little over 6.5 blocks per game, and that's, I think, a top 10 figure, if not a top 5 in college hoops. So they've got the rim protectors as well. I think this is a great price because everybody's reading into UAB having to play double overtime against an overmatched foe in Southern Mississippi, and I say we capitalize on the price here in this game and go ahead with the better team, the Blazers, in a virtual pick'em situation. Final game, Oklahoma against Kansas. Now, this is the weakest of the 3 free plays, okay? We know what happened the last time these went round. Kansas won in triple overtime, one of the best college basketballs games I have seen in a couple years. And last year in Norman, it was another thriller as well, as Oklahoma won it in the closing seconds of play. Now, the Sooners have certainly struggled here of late. I mean, they were damn lucky to beat Texas, a team that had won 7 of its last 8 games, so it's not like the Longhorns were chopped liver in their last game, which was also in Norman. Kansas has been on a roll. They've won 4 straight since losing by 13 points at Iowa State back on January 25th, but they're just 2-3 on the conference road. The wins came against Texas Tech and TCU. They lost at West Virginia by 11. They lost to Oklahoma State by 19 in Stillwater. They lost to Iowa State in Ames by 13 points. So you've got a team that doesn't exactly burn it up on the road, but the problem is you got a big line here. You got a 4.5 point spread. I still am going to go with Oklahoma here, but let me tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas covers the game. I do like the Sooners. It is one of the games that I am most enthused about watching today because if we have anything like how these two played last year in Norman, have anything like the first meeting end of January, the triple overtimer won by Kansas at home, you can't ask for anything more in college basketball. So if I had to rate the complimentary plays today, I would say UAB is probably my top selection. Ohio State would be number 2, and then Oklahoma number 3. That'll do it, guys. I wish you well, and may it be a profitable weekend for you, and stay warm if you're on the East Coast. And I'll talk to you again on Sunday when we do this one more time.